Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Melissa. So this here is the is like the water ease trough, whatever you call it. I don't know. Anyways, the ice storm took it out. So we're doing the no spend. We had a few mishaps this week, 3 mishaps. We did end up going out to eat. That was not originally in our budget, but it happens. So I woke up one morning, the dogs had tore the trash through the house. And I mean through the house. They had trash, living room, hallway, kitchen, everywhere. Because, you know, they're wonderful and they were bored. Anyways, so I'm picking up the trash and I find one of my husband's boots. The puppy, it's not a puppy, it's 7 months old, Duke. I got him for my birthday Christmas present in December. So we've only had him a couple months. He has been doing great. And he's been doing great in the house. He hasn't been going to the bathroom in the house. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to put him in the kennel for the night. It's going to be fine. He's been doing so good. Learned my lesson the hard way. Chewed up my husband's work boots. So we both work in a factory. We had no choice. We have to buy him new boots. So we did spend the money to get my husband new boots. And then there was an ice storm on the way to work, but it wasn't like, it was freezing rain, not an ice storm, I guess, freezing rain. And I really didn't want to go to work. And I'm telling my husband, I'm like, man, I don't want to go to work. But we're in this no spend. We're trying to save money. So I'm just going to go to work. It was like 33, 34 degrees out, something like that. I'm like, it'll be all right. I was doing 35, went around a curve, just a normal curve. Like I was on the highway, not an expressway, just like the highway where the speed limit's like 55. And a deer jumped out in front of me and I hit it. I will show the damage. It's not much, just a little blinker light. It's not bad. But we are going to have to get that fixed because otherwise like the water will sit in there and then we'll have electrical issues. So tore up the boots, hit a deer, and the eaves fell off the house. It's Friday right now. But I'm going to show you what we cooked throughout the week. And Tuesday was when the dog chewed up the boots. And I do have a little bit of video of the dog, or of us shopping for the boots. So I hope you enjoyed this video and the bit that I did cook. And I will show the rest of the week through Saturday. And hopefully your January is going, and your 2024 goes way better than just this 1 week alone in January is going for me. All right, so for dinner tonight, we are gonna do bacon burgers. This bacon, we go through this one. We went through a different processor with this one. It is really odd shape, very thick, very large. I mean, if you buy regular bacon from the store, you could fit like one of those packs on this sheet pan. It's one of those big sheet pans. And as you can see, only 6 pieces fit on here. That's how large that is. I'd say each one is easily like double in size. So, but 6 pieces is enough to fold it over and put it on. So you have like 2 pieces of bacon per burger. And then we're doing like our burger that we process. It's been in the fridge for a couple days, so it's nice and thawed. And then we are also gonna do pasta and I think and a salad. That's gonna be it. All right, so tonight for the burgers, they're gonna be kind of like, I'd say like a meatloaf style. So I use the beefy onion. So we add, I don't have the whole pack, but I do add quite a bit of the pack. And then some salt. Some pepper, probably doesn't need extra salt, but doing her anyways. And then I add 1 egg white. See if we can do this without getting shells on my burger. And then I'll just feed the yolk to my puppies. And then we just mix it all up. So like I take my rings and my jewelry off. My hands are washed. I did make sure they were washed. And I just mix it all up. Now I know in meatloaf you would do like barbecue sauce or ketchup or whatever, but we're gonna, because they're burgers, we're gonna top it with it. And the only thing that I say like with the meatloaf style is, I mean, with actual meatloaf I put in either oatmeal or crackers or something like that. But this beefy onion stuff works kind of like a binder because it's, I don't know, maybe the gravy stuff in it. We'll see. And then we will, there's my oven preheating, by the way. And then I just like break off a handful, make little burger patties. That's it. Fry them up. Okay, so today we got some bacon grease warming up back there. We're going to do some potatoes in those. I'm going to use some canned beef. This is about 1.5 pounds. And we're going to make a Hamburger Helper. And we're going to do a side of sweet corn. It's going to be a very quick, very easy, very convenient meal. You can make your Hamburger Helper like if you just wanted to do like a cheese sauce with some noodles and some burger. You can do that. We've done it with like chili base. You can do whatever you want, but we are using this today because we actually like the flavor of this one, not many other ones. I like the tuna and this one. That's it. All right, so we are out of milk. I get this on Amazon. It's literally just, I assume freeze-dried milk, but it gives you instructions like basically 4 cups of water to 1 cup of milk makes a quart of whole milk. I needed 4 cups of water, or 4 cups of milk, but I'm going to use my little like frother thing here, mix it up. Hopefully it'll work, we'll see. And I'm only making what I need for the recipe. Oh yeah, that little frother's working great. Alright, so this is what it looks like. The fried potatoes, we seasoned them with the potato slayer, salt and pepper. The sweet corn that I canned up, I added some pink Himalayan salt and a ton of butter to it. And then just the Hamburger Helper with the powdered milk and the canned burger. I haven't tried it, or I've tried this one. I haven't tried the other, but I know I like those. But this was not bad. It tasted just like it normally does. All right, so dinner tonight is pizza. We ordered out. We were not planning on this. We actually had food out, but we had to go to town because my puppy chewed up my husband's work boots, and he has to have steel-toed boots for work. And he didn't keep his old pair because they were bad. I keep my old pair when I get new ones just in case I need them, but he did not. So we picked up sausage pepperoni, a Hawaiian with bacon, and some cheese sticks. And this is our dinner. These are the boots that the puppy chewed up. Like there used to be a thing here. Chewed the laces right off of them. Chewed this one up. Got a little bit of the tongue. Just wonderful. This puppy jumping all over me right now. Yes, you're naughty. And I shot a little video of Aaron. He tried the Twisted X's, which is what he'd always had, and then he found these caterpillars. So this is what he did end up going with, is these caterpillar ones. He says they're lightweight. He works in water, so he likes the rubber on the bottom. And then I found these Hey Dude ones. Hey Dudes make a comp toe. I told my husband this is going to be my next steel toe, but they didn't have them in my size. And they don't make the women's that I have found yet. But I hope to find some women's ones in the comp toe. But they do have the men's ones, so if anyone really likes those Hey Dudes, there is that. So this is the front of the car. This is all the damage that I did hitting the deer in the ice storm. So I got pretty lucky. It's just my blinker light, nothing else. There's not a scratch, there's no hair, there's no nothing. We went to the body shop and asked them. It's going to be $150 for the replacement lamp and then $200 for them to take the front off and put it back together. So $350. We're not gonna, our insurance lady knows, but we're not going to like claim it on insurance. But for the body shop, we gave them our registration and all of our information that you have to do in Michigan. I don't know if that's the same everywhere, but hopefully it'll be fixed in the next couple weeks. This dog is driving me bonkers, jumping on me. All right, so in the back pan, we've got fried potatoes going, and in this pan, we are going to get some porterhouse steaks going, and then they have a top one. So the butcher that we go to is an Amish butcher, and they did ones like this where they trimmed out the bone and the fat off of it already. And then I also have a really big one with the bone in, all the fat and everything on it. But I do like these linear cuts of meat for myself. And we're going to try to get these closer to rare than medium. But that is the plan. I season them with salt, pepper, garlic, a brown sugar. I used the rest of it and threw it in the trash already. I'm not going to dig it out. A brown sugar, some sort of like steak seasoning. And that is it. And we're just going to, it's on high, well, it's on like higher heat, but not high heat, like not medium, kind of medium high. There we go, in between. And we're going to sear them and hopefully get them to medium without overcooking them. And that, I'm going to do peas and corn, and then we'll have the blueberry cobbler to go with dinner. And then this is the size of, like, you know, a big one, like your normal, what you would find if you bought it from just a butcher, instead of like all the fat and everything trimmed out of them. And then the potatoes are still back there browning. All right, so we got some corn, peas, fried potatoes, and this one's my steak, and everyone else is cooked a little bit more done. They don't like them as raw as I do. I found a new recipe online for a blueberry cobbler. It did not work out. I should have known when it was like 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of sugar. I should have just known it wasn't gonna. It looked runny. I put it in. I cooked it 10 minutes less than it was supposed to, and it was like fried sugar. So for dessert, we had ice cream with some chocolate syrup over the top instead of our burnt dessert. So a while back, we went to an Amish store and they had these O. Henry bars or Scotcheroos. I've never heard of them before. My husband bought them. They were good. So this is the recipe we're going to use. 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups corn syrup, 2 cups peanut butter, Rice Krispie treats, 12 cups Rice Krispie treats. I actually have a little over 12 because I didn't want to put like a half cup back into the box. 3 cups of chocolate chips and 2 cups of butter chips. So we're going to bring to a boil 2 cups of sugar and 2 cups of corn syrup. And then we're going to add in 2 cups of peanut butter and let it melt. Okay, so I decided to do a hyperlapse just so you didn't see the whole thing, but it comes to a boil. You add the peanut butter. In the meantime, melt your chocolate chips in the microwave. I did them in 2 separate bowls, not thinking about it. They're all going to be going together, so you could use one bowl to melt all the chips together. I'm not sure where my mind was at, but it does take a little bit to mix this up. Hurt my arm a little bit. And then you lay it on a cookie sheet. I grabbed the biggest cookie sheet I had, thinking it was going to be too much. It ended up needing the biggest cookie sheet I had. Okay, so I did that in time lapse. I hope I explained everything right. This is what they look like. They are going to harden up. My dogs are fighting. The water is running. I'm sorry about the background noise. Hopefully they'll be good. Okay, so we're doing 2 chuck roasts in here, and to that, I'm doing 3 cups of water. I'm going to add a packet of Italian seasoning. Aaron went out to feed the calf, and the dog's not happy that he's left in here. 1 packet of ranch seasoning. If you make your own, you're a much better person than me, because I don't have the patience. Duke, stop. And then we are going to add 2 tablespoons of brown gravy mix. All right, so I just mix this up with a fork. And I found this recipe on Pinterest, and it seemed like a very odd, like the gravy mix with the ranch and the Italian, and it seemed like just odd. But I trusted the process, and it did make really good chuck roast. So we're doing 2 so that I don't have to do any cooking for the next couple of days. So we're putting this in the crock pot on low heat for 6 to 7 hours because there's 2 of them. I'm trying to get all my chunks out of here. Should have used a whisk, but oh, live and learn. And then we're just going to pour it over the top. Got some tidbits left in there, but you get the idea. I'll scrape those out in a second. And we're going to put a lid on it and I will show you what it looks like when it comes out. I did mashed potatoes with some gravy, and then I put gravy over the roast. But I didn't put gravy over your roast. Do you want gravy on your roast?
No.
It's foggy. Okay, we're adding corn to it because I fogged up. Logan wanted corn, so we're adding corn to the dinner. He doesn't like gravy, I guess. Thanks. No, things attached to your house. And the ice came off of the roof, and it took the whole thing off all the way down to the end. We're not going to be able to get this fixed right this minute, but that's yet another expense to come. The snow spend is going to be expensive. But we're going to stick to the groceries. This here will get replaced in the spring. Hopefully sooner than spring. We'll see. We got to have someone come out and give us an estimate. Because this one's all bent up. It's all bent down there. It bends up, bends through here. So we're not going to be able to save this one. But, oh well. Such is the life. Tonight's dinner is going to be the leftover beef. I cooked it up, shredded it up, just warmed it up, shredded it up. We're going to top it with mozzarella. I did have my husband go to the store and buy these buns. Because we had already planned on it. And so it's what we're doing. So we're just topping them with provolone. We're going to put them under the broiler. And we've got some chips that are open, so we'll probably have some chips with them. Just some tortilla chips that are open. There's a little bit of extra beef, so somebody could put extra beef on their tortilla chips if they want. In the middle of cooking dinner, I heard him start up his dirt bike, and I thought I would record through the window because it's still cold out. But it hit 35 degrees, so, you know, a kid thinks it's time to get the dirt bikes out. And I thought it was entertaining, so show you a little clips. And now we'll move on to the rest of what I am cooking for dinner, just to show off the finishing part of it. Okay, so I put these on the broil, and you could broil them a little bit longer and make it a little bit crispier if you want, but you can see like the edges will start to like burn if you keep it under there too long. So I just got like little tidbits of brown on the cheese, and everything has been warmed up, and the buns are nice and soft and warm, and they're not squishy, but you know, squishy, like a fresh hot sub that just came out of the oven. And we were going to do just tortilla chips with these tonight. So Logan had a better idea, opened up a jar of salsa. So he opened up a jar of salsa with chips, and he had his beef and his provolone. Alright, thanks for watching along. If you like what you're watching, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, all the good stuff, and have a good rest of your day.